All right. Thanks everyone for joining this session of StayFi Marketing Mastery Series. Despite what my name tag says here, I am very obviously not Arthur. I'm Ivan. Nice to meet you all. I'm head of product here at StayFi, and we'll be going over Property AutoFill today, which is our newest feature on StayFi email marketing, which makes it even easier to create emails very easily, very fast, with real data and availability from your properties synced from your PMS, so that you can get more bookings and bring up your occupancy rate in just a few clicks. I'm gonna walk over how all of this works, how it's gonna get released for different PMSs throughout the next few weeks, also through a live demo, and then there's going to be some room for Q&A at the end. Just some housekeeping throughout the webinar. If you want to ask some questions, please drop them in the Q&A box. I don't have anyone else from my team here with me today, so I will probably get to all the questions at the end rather than answer them throughout the webinar, but I'll make sure we have enough time to do that at the end. Right, so to get started, what's Property AutoFill and what's this that we're going to be going over today? What Property AutoFill does is look for upcoming availability in your PMS, find which properties are available for whenever you want to get more guests to book at your properties, and automatically insert them into your email marketing campaigns. So whenever you decide that you want to get your occupancy rate up, whether that's in the next few weeks because occupancy is not where you want it to be in the upcoming future, or if you want to do a special campaign promoting the holiday season or a specific date in the future, we are making it very easy for you to sync to your PMS, find which properties are available that you can highlight for that period of time, and automatically import the property image, the price per night, the rate, the direct booking link, and the features of those properties directly into your emails in just 1-2 minutes tops, and very effortlessly with a few clicks. So if you've been using StayFi's reveal campaigns that we released about halfway through last year, you're probably familiar with these feature properties components in our campaign builders, which let you feature up to 4 properties in a campaign that you're going to be sending out. Now, we do recognize that when we first launched this, you had to go through the process of manually filling in each of these 4 properties. So even though we had made it way easier than it was before to create this, you still had to go through the time to find which were the properties that were available that you wanted to showcase in your campaign, upload a picture, find the direct booking link, see what rate that property had, and so on, to manually create each of these, which could be a little bit time consuming. And we wanted to make that way easier for you. So how does this work right now? You just need to connect your PMS to StayFi. If you haven't already, I'm going to show you in a few minutes how that gets done. Create a new type of campaign that you're going to find in your email marketing main page called Upcoming Availability. And click on this Import from PMS button that you're going to see right there in that Feature Properties component. Then you're going to be able to filter your properties based on which date range you want to get availability for. Select up to 4 properties that you want to feature in your email, and then just by clicking import all the information for your property, again, rate, name, image, and so on. It's going to be automatically put into your email, so you don't have to do anything else other than sending this into to your guests. When would you be using this? When the most common case maybe when you want to very quickly and easily promote properties with open upcoming availability. So if you realize that for the upcoming weekend or 2 weekends from now, you still somehow have some properties open and you want to make sure that that is not lost revenue, and you can try to make a last minute effort to get those properties booked. You can very easily use this feature to find which are those properties that are still open. Maybe send a special promotion to all your past guests saying like, hey, last minute getaway, book these special discounted properties. And instead of just having some open nights, you at least got someone in there with a discount. If you want to do some seasonal or holiday promotions, assuming you have those, and you want to find what are the properties that you still have available for, say, 4th of July or Thanksgiving or Labor Day or whenever, or the summer, or whenever is the date range that you're trying to promote, you can also use this to very easily find those properties. Or if you have like any upsell or loyalty campaigns that you want to do for your repeat guests, and instead of just putting any future property in there, you want to put the ones that are still open, so you direct traffic into those properties in particular. You can also use this feature. Or most realistically, in any case when you want to send an email featuring properties, but you don't want to fill them manually, you just want to use all the information that you already have in your PMS, and your PMS is connected to StayFi, and you want to profit from that, then you can also use this feature to just make things easier and make the task of sending emails more seamless and less time consuming. As we know, you have thousands of tasks to do on your like everyday property management business, and building emails can take time, and we're just trying to make that as easy of a task as possible, particularly using all the information that you've already provided in other systems. So again, what are the benefits of this? It saves time. I'm going to show you in just a few minutes how quickly and easy it is to create these emails and add the properties to them. It decreases errors because you're not doing these campaigns manually or importing the campaign manually, and we're bringing everything from your PMS. We're going to make sure you are putting properties that are available with the correct nightly rate, with the correct image, with the correct data booking link. So nothing should go wrong there, or there will be no errors. It's particularly scalable if you have like very large portfolios. So say you're managing tens or 20s or hundreds of properties, and sometimes to find exactly which one is the one that you want to promote or that is available in the exact same time that you are trying to promote. This makes it way quicker to do that and automates that for you. And you can also like filter properties, which I'm going to show you in a few minutes. It's optimized for seasonal trends. So if you're looking for a specific period of time in the future that corresponds to some event that's happening in your area, or the high season or the low season, if that's what you're trying to cover for, so it doesn't go, so you don't have many properties with open nights in the low season. You can use this to cover for those. And for that same reason, it's gonna maximize your revenue as you are bring your occupancy rates. Before we jump into what it's gonna look like in the tool, just a few notes on how we are releasing this for each PMS. This is currently live for Hostaway, Hostfully, Logify, Owner Race, owners and guesty. So if you have any of those PMSs connected to StayFi, you can start using this right away. It's going to be available for track at the end of this week and for Hospitable at the beginning of February. Small note there, if you have Hospitable and you want to use this right away, one thing you can do is disconnect Hospitable from StayFi and reconnect it, and that is going to get you this feature right now. But if you just wait till February 3rd, we're going to automatically migrate everyone to the new version of that API. And you're going to have it automatically available. And then we're going to keep releasing this feature for all other PMSs that we integrate with. And by mid-March, this is going to be available for all our PMS partners. And then some other additions that we are going to be releasing based out of this feature is right now this is only available for one type of campaign, which is the upcoming availability one. But if you have been using our newsletter or promo templates, you will have seen that we have these feature components there as well. And we will add this functionality to automatically import information from your PMS into that component for all other campaigns and builders where we have the feature properties component. And another very cool feature that we are going to be releasing once this is done for every PMS is the capability of automatically scanning your PMS, finding when you have upcoming availability in the very short term, and let you know like, hey, there's an opportunity to increase your occupancy and your revenue here. So why don't you put these properties that are available in one of these emails and send them out so you try to get these upcoming open nights booked soon instead of just like letting them go. At least we're gonna try to help you like automate that so you don't have to go and manually look all the time if any property has some nights open. So that's pretty much for the intro, and let me show you what this is gonna look like in your StayFi account. So the first thing you want to do, if you have not done so already, is come to integrations, find your PMS, and click on connect. For this particular account, it's already connected to Hostaway, so I'm going to show you how it looks for Hostaway, but you would want to connect your PMS to StayFi with. First, the exact instructions on how to connect it vary a little bit depending on what PMS you have. But you can find instructions on how to do that either when you click on connect or on our knowledge base. And then we're going to go to email marketing. And you are going to look for this upcoming availability tile. And we're going to get started on this one. So for now, we're going to have this one layout. And this email has a lot of like pre-filled content, which is geared towards last minute upcoming booking. But if you wanted to change any of this language or anything else for the summer, for a long weekend, or for any other period of time that you are trying to showcase, you can easily do that here on the left. And what you basically want to find is this featured properties component and click on this import from PMS button. Give a date range for when you want us to find available properties. I'm going to leave this for the next month right now. And then you can also select a minimum number of nights for which you want us to find properties. So say you only want to find properties that have at least 2 open nights, so that we don't show like properties that only have like 1 open night and maybe it's going to be more hassle than benefit to get that book. You can put that here, or if you only accept bookings of a minimum of 4 nights, you can also bring this to 4. I'm going to leave it on 2. You can search properties. And here what's gonna happen is we're gonna pull from your PMS all the properties that are available for, in this case, at least 2 nights from the 22nd of January to the 22nd of February, which is what I put on my filters. And what you can do is select the properties that you want to import into your email. I'm gonna select these 4. As you can see here, for example, this one has 2 different, I'm not sure if you can see the dropdown, but this one has 2 different periods in which it is available because there's a booking in the middle for this one. And apparently also in February, the price of this property goes up. It goes from 300 a night in January to 350 a night in February. So if you decide to include the February date range instead of the January one, we're gonna make sure that we include the appropriate date, the appropriate price, so that all the information that you're sharing with your guests is correct. So I'm gonna continue with this. And here we go. Basically what you can see is like in just 1 minute, I have all of this set up with the appropriate picture for each property, its name, when it is available. We also automatically pull in some features. So how many bedrooms, baths, and how many guests each of these properties can hold, the nightly range, and also the direct booking link for each property that is gonna be inserted on each of these buttons is automatically pulled as well. If there were anything here that you wanted to edit, you can of course do it. We are only pre-filling this, but say maybe instead of sharing like how many baths you have here, you prefer to put like this has a hot tub. So you can also do that instead. Or if you want to, maybe for some reason, this is not the price that you want to show in this one, and you want to bring it up to 400, you can manually change that as well. So we are pre-filling this with the information that we get from your PMS, but to make things as quick as possible. But everything here is editable. If you wanted to change the picture, you could also click here on View Gallery, or put or insert another image here and change that as well. But if you just liked everything that we automatically synced, in less than a minute, you could be sending this email out and hopefully getting some bookings for these 4 properties that had open availability in the next month, bringing your occupancy rate up and getting more revenue from these nights that would have otherwise been open and available instead of getting these bookings. That is pretty much it on my end. So I am going to open it up for questions. I've seen there were some comments coming in. That's what we have here. Oscar says, having issues getting emails delivered to the recipient inbox. Most, if not all, go to the promotion tab. We are newish and have registered domain. All right, I'll say this one, make sure you email support@stayfi.com so we can look into your account in particular. If you have already registered your domain and we have it properly registered, that should not be happening, but we can look into your emails, make sure how everything is set up, how any links that you have in your email look. There are like best practices that can be done in your email to make sure that they're going to the appropriate inbox, or maybe something on the email domain verification process did not work perfect, and that's why they're going to the promotion folders. But again, support@stayfi.com, please right there, and we'll take like a closer look to your account. Oh, sorry, wait, is it live? Then Bonnie is asking, can we only connect to one PMS system? Yes, you can only connect to one PMS system at a time. If you have two PMSs, maybe what you can do is split your account into two, and then connect each of your two sub accounts into two different PMSs. But each Stayfy account can only be connected to one PMS. That is the only solution I can think of right now. Again, if you email us, we'll help you get that done. However, you would be sending different emails from each account if you didn't have. So we'll have to see how that works. Again, by default, each Stayfy account can only be linked to one PMS. If we have listings not on a PMS, can we import from Airbnb, VRBO listings directly? No, we only integrate with PMSs right now and not directly to Airbnb and VRBO. So yeah, that I don't have like a more satisfactory answer for that one. How did you get it to allow to import properties from your PMS? So basically, let me. Sure. Okay, sorry, got a little bit. Let me try to find my first screen again. There we go. So once you come to integrations, and when you connect your PMS in particular, part of that PMS integration process is gonna be asking your PMS to allow us to import, have access to your properties. Depending on which PMS you are using, that's gonna be automatically done when we integrate, or for some of them, you might need to manually go into their properties and give them access to Stayfy. But basically, once this integration is set from the integrations page, we will have access to pull that information from your PMS. Do we charge extra for this? So this feature is only available for Email Plus users. So you can, if you come to stayfy.com/pricing, you will be able to compare. Okay, and you check email marketing. Using this toggle here, you can compare the price for Essentials and Plus, and understand the price difference for these two. Up to 200 contacts, both are free. So even this feature that I just showed is free for anyone who has up to 200 contacts. And then depending on how many contacts you have on your email marketing account, the price is gonna be different. But you can check it there and decide what email marketing plan you wanna be on. You don't have the import properties button. That's what Chris is saying. It depends on which PMS you have connected. Again, this is only available right now for these PMSs here: Hostaway, Hostfully, Logify, Honorous, and Guesty. All other PMSs we are working right now integrating. So I don't know, Chris, which PMS you have, but maybe I can give you a tentative date for when we are gonna have it. Okay, so you have Hospitable. Again, if you want to have it right away, you can disconnect Hospitable and reconnect it to Stayfy. And if you do that, that's gonna give you access to it right away. That's a little hack that you can do. Then Samantha, is there a way to choose to include more than one date selection for a property in the newsletter template for last minute availabilities? For example, if I only have 2 or 3 properties, would it be helpful to list the next 2 available date selections for each property? Not right now, not as we have it right now, but I can add that as a product request, and maybe in the future, once we are done with this current roadmap that we have here, which is releasing this for every single PMS, then adding this feature to other email templates and having this automatic alerting system, we can definitely look into that. As we have it right now, you can only have 1 date per property imported into the email, but it is a very good suggestion. So thank you for bringing this up. With a Zoom account, would this cost twice as much? That's from Bonnie. Email us at support@stifa.com. I think there's ways in which we can make sure that does not happen, so that you can have like the 2 PMSs connected. But we can still consider that you have this under the umbrella of 1 account only, and we're not, of course, charging you twice. Can you insert promo codes so it can do it automatically? Right now, we're not pulling promo codes from your PMS. So let me go back here. Samuel, this is for your question. Can you insert promo codes so that it can do it automatically? We have we have a space to enter promo codes in case you have generated them into your PMS. We are not automatically importing them right now, so you would have to go to your PMS, create a promo code, and manually insert it here. Say, I don't know, say 20 or whatever you want that promo code to be, and that's gonna show on your email here. If you do not want to share a promo code, you can also toggle this off, and it might take a second, but this piece of copy will disappear. But no, we do not sync it live from the PMS. It shows connected to hospital. I'm pretty sure that's, oh, okay, pretty sure that's old. And can I send this recording to my virtual assistants? Yes, we are going to share this webinar, as well as all past webinars that we've done, are going to be on our YouTube channel within the next 24 hours. And we also share them through our newsletter, which is gonna be going out later this week. So this will be recorded. Any other questions? Awesome. Great. So if there are no other questions, thank you everybody so much for joining. Again, as I just said, we're going to be sharing this recording on our YouTube channel and on our newsletter later this week. And we are gonna be doing another one of these webinars in 2 weeks, as we've been doing for the past 6 or 8 months, I think. So thank you for joining, and have a great week.